Welcome to the Mirrorwood Path, a fable for the sleeping soul. Before the story begins, take a moment just for yourself. Let the day fall away behind you now, like leaves drifting from a tree, one by one, lightly, easily. You don't need to carry anything with you here. No expectations, no tasks, just this moment, just this breath. Gently close your eyes, if you haven't already, and take a slow, soothing breath in and out. Let yourself begin to settle into the warmth of the covers, into the stillness of night, into the soft rhythm of your breath, like waves lapping a quiet shoreline, coming in, drifting out. You may notice how the muscles in your body are beginning to soften across your forehead, around your eyes, in your shoulders, down your back, all the way to the tips of your fingers and toes. There's nothing to do now, nowhere to be, except right here, gently listening, gently letting go, because tonight you're about to take a journey, not to a faraway land on a map, but to a forest of reflection and wonder, a place where stories come alive and where your own truth gently reveals itself like moonlight through branches. So, as you listen, you may notice how each word helps you drift a little deeper, how each image begins to carry you inward, into calm, into comfort, into a story that speaks to the quiet parts of you. And now, when you're ready, let the journey begin. Let us step softly into the Mirrorwood. Once, far beyond the borders of time-worn maps and whispering roads, where the stars gathered a little closer to the earth, there was a forest known as Mirrorwood. A place where every leaf shimmered like polished silver, and the still pools reflected more than just a face. Travelers spoke of it in hushed voices, for those who entered the Mirrorwood seldom returned unchanged. It was said that within those woods, illusions fell away, masks slipped, and truths long buried beneath layers of forgetfulness rose quietly, like mist over moonlit water. This is a story of a woman named Elira, a cartographer of great skill, known for mapping the most distant, dangerous corners of the world. Her maps were prized not just for accuracy, but for artistry. Each one a tapestry of ink and intention. Yet for all her work, all her wandering, Elira had never mapped the one place she feared the most, herself. And so it was that on the night of her 39th birthday, after another party filled with laughter that never quite reached her bones, Elira packed a small satchel, rolled up a blank parchment, and followed a path only she could see. A path her heart had drawn 1,000 times, but never dared to walk. Into the Mirrorwood. The trees rose like ancient sentinels, their bark glinting like glass in the moonlight. Their leaves whispered in a language too old to translate, yet too familiar to ignore. With every step, Elira felt her thoughts slow, soften, quiet. She tried to sketch her surroundings, but her hand trembled slightly, the ink bleeding in strange shapes. The compass spun lazily in her hand, as if it too had no interest in direction here. And then she found the first mirror. It was not crafted, not hung. It simply was a smooth slab of obsidian standing among the trees. As she looked into it, she expected to see her face, but instead she saw herself at 16, wilder, unafraid, eyes fierce with questions, not answers. The mirror shimmered, and the image moved. Her younger self turned, looked back at her, and whispered, "When did we stop being curious?" The image faded, and Elira stood very still. As the hours drifted by, she encountered more mirrors, each revealing a different version of herself. One danced barefoot beneath a sky of falling stars, laughing with a lover long forgotten. One stood weeping beside her mother's grave, silent with unspoken words. Another sat alone, surrounded by maps, each one blank, each one torn. Each mirror seemed to tug gently at the veil of sleep, not with darkness, but with truth. And with each vision, Elira felt a soft unraveling, like loosening a tight braid at the end of a long day. She didn't resist it. She simply watched. The forest, in its quiet wisdom, was not trying to trick her. It was inviting her to remember, to see. Somewhere near dawn, she found a stone bench beneath a canopy of silver blossoms, glowing with soft bioluminescence. She sat, her breath sinking with the quiet rhythm of the wind in the leaves, a rhythm slow and soft and soothing. And from the corner of her eye, she noticed a figure seated beside her. He had her eyes and the lines of her mouth, but he was not her. He was the shadow self. He wore no cloak, but his skin was stitched with stories untold, regrets unspoken, truths denied, and yet his presence was not frightening. It was familiar. "You've spent your life mapping the world," he said gently, his voice like wind through reeds, "but never your own terrain." Elira looked down at her hands, calloused from pens and brushes. Steady hands, hands that could draw a kingdom to scale, but not her own heart. She closed her eyes, breathed in, and for the first time, turned her attention inward, like a lantern slowly lighting the inside of a vast and beautiful cave. The forest began to shift, the mirrors melting into dew, the paths unfolding like petals. And when she opened her eyes again, the shadow self was gone. Or perhaps he was within her now, integrated, whole. Elira stood, her steps lighter, her eyes clearer, a gentle warmth blooming in her chest, like sunlight through frost. She did not need a compass now, because she was beginning to know her true north. On the edge of Mirrorwood, as the dawn kissed the sky with streaks of rose and gold, she sat again, this time not to draw the world, but to map the shape of her soul, not with lines or landmarks, but with memories, feelings, and reflections, each one a contour of her becoming, each one a step toward peace. And perhaps, as you listen, you too can feel that gentle awakening within yourself, that quiet knowing that your life is also a journey, not just through the world outside, but the world within. And every time you pause to reflect, to question, to feel, you're laying down new roots, deeper ones, more honest ones that allow you to grow, not into what the world expects, but into who you truly are. Just like Elira, just like the trees of Mirrorwood, steady, strong, whole. And so now, as you rest, you may find yourself drifting, floating into that quiet, sacred forest of your own, where mirrors show you not what you fear, but what you need to see, and where your breath, like the wind through silver leaves, guides you gently, deeper and deeper into rest, into stillness, into sleep, because you've walked far today, not across lands, but across truths, and every step has brought you home. Let the lesson of Mirrorwood stay with you tonight. Let self-awareness guide you to the gentle, growing light of your own truth. And as you sleep, may peace root itself deep within your being, nourishing you, healing you, and whispering, "Welcome home." And now, the journey is complete. You've walked the quiet paths of Mirrorwood. You've looked into the still pools and seen not just reflections, but truth, understanding, and the soft, sacred glow of your own becoming. And now, there is nothing more to seek, no more steps to take, only stillness, only peace, only rest, Let yourself feel how deeply supported you are now, as if the forest itself were holding you. The earth beneath you like a warm, steady hand, cradling you in calm. As you lie here, safe, unburdened, held, you may notice how every sound, every breath, every word I say guides you deeper and deeper still into the quiet space between thoughts, where the body can soften completely and the mind can rest, weightless and free. Imagine now that you are lying beneath a great tree in the heart of the Mirrorwood, its trunk warm against your back, its roots deep in the earth, grounding you, its canopy above, sheltering you with silver leaves that shimmer with sleep. The wind rustles gently above you, a lullaby made of leaves and time, soft, rhythmic, ancient. And it's okay to let go now. With each breath, you drift further, down and down, like a leaf falling slowly through velvet air, carried not by force, but by surrender. There is nothing you need to do. You are already on your way, drifting into a deeper layer of stillness, where dreams can begin to form like mist, quiet and luminous, rising from the calm lake of your mind. And as the forest begins to dim with nightfall, the stars bloom above you, soft silver flowers in a sky of velvet blue, each one a blessing, a reminder that you are not lost, you are not broken, you are simply becoming more and more yourself. Feel how your body sinks now, heavier, warmer, safer, as if the ground itself is pulling you close, whispering, "Rest now. You've done enough. You are enough." With each breath, the body relaxes a little more. The muscles melt, the bones soften, the mind quiets. In this space, you are free, free to drift, free to dream, free to rest. And as you drift, you may find that something inside you is shifting, gently, naturally, as if the roots of your soul are reaching deeper now, into truth, into peace, into clarity. You are growing, even now, even in sleep, because this sleep is more than rest. It is restoration, a return to the truth of who you are underneath it all. And the forest watches over you, the trees breathing with you, the wind rocking you gently, the stars keeping time with your breath. And you may begin to notice now how even your thoughts are growing slower, quieter, like ripples fading on a still pond. And soon, there is only breath, only silence, only the soft glow of sleep, deep and healing. So let go now, completely. Let the night take you. Let the forest hold you, and let your dreams rise. Like starlight over Mirrorwood, you are safe. You are loved. You are enough. Sleep now. Drift now. Rest now. And let the quiet of this moment carry you all the way down into deep, restful sleep. And if you hear nothing else tonight, let this remain within you. The more you see yourself clearly, the more peace becomes who you are. Good night. Sleep well.